Sa kanyang pre-recorded Talk to the People, muling binanatan ni Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte sina Senator Drilon at Senator Richard Gordon. Una niyang kinuwestiyon ang kaugnayan ni Senator Drilon sa convicted pork barrel scammer na si Janet Lim Napoles at muling inungkat ang relasyon nito sa mga high-profile personality na involved sa illegal drug trade. Kasunod nito, nagbanta rin si Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte kay Senator Richard Gordon na kung hindi nito ilalahad sa publiko ang records ng Philippine Red Cross ay ihihinto ng pamahalaan ang anumang transaksyon nito sa tanggapan na pinamumunuan ng senador.
The reason is because election time and they want exposure. And they think that if they come up with certain corruption cases, true or false, they could get the mileage. Ito pa rin si Drilon, he might want to explain his relationship with Janet Lim Napoles, since you want to discuss corruption and the use of people's money. And I can still remember that Miss Napoles tampered with billions of pesos. And how did you end up partying in Heritage Park in Taguig with the police and all people? Could you call that a perfect coincidence? You claim that you have only met Napoles 10 times, but the photos show your closeness. And is it true that Napoles contributed 5 million to your campaign? At ikaw pa rin ang kasama mo sa Senado ang nagsabi na may binigay ay kapalit. So what did you give in return? Since you have proclaimed yourself and your friends there in the Senate as anti-corruption czars, please enlighten Mr. Senator. Can you explain to the Filipinos your connection with former Mayor Jed Mabilog and General Garbo? Aren't they both connected in the illegal drug trade? Yung mga tao ninyo noon sa panahon ninyo. And since we are talking about Iloilo, can you also tell us who owns the biggest mall in Iloilo City and who brokered the sale of the old Iloilo City Airport to Megaworld? We are just curious, Mr. Senator. Ito naman si Gordon. Itong si Gordon, malalim itong away namin. Talaga mag-aaway kami nitong buang na ito. He claims that the Red Cross is totally independent of an adjunct independent from the government, national or local. Tapos sabi niya, because I'm looking for the annual reports in the local sa Red Cross, creating the Red Cross. The Red Cross must submit to the President an annual report. Since then, wala akong natanggap. 6 na taon na ako, Mr. Senator Gordon. Nasaan na ang report? And why would you say now that the government of the Republic of the Philippines cannot conduct an audit sa Red Cross because it is totally independent? If it is totally independent, you are correct. But it is not totally independent because you have been receiving aid, financial aid, from the Republic of the Philippines. At ika nga nagkukuha ka pa dyan sa PCSO ng pera. Now, any money belonging to the government of the Republic of the Philippines given to an agency, whatever be the nature, if you're operating here and you receive the money and spend it, you are accountable to the government, and therefore an audit is in order. So in the coming days, I will write you a letter to open up your records, because I will also request Aguinaldo, and I am sure he knows his business, that there is money in Red Cross belonging to the government which he has to look into. Ngayon, kung ayaw mo, mapipilitan akong totally disassociate with you. I will stop government, the national government and all, from having transaction with you in any manner. Wala akong pakialam, hindi ako magbigay ng pera sa iyo. Saka, as far as I am concerned, Red Cross does not exist. And you can create a controversy there or a crisis. I do not mind, because I said I am on the right track. Either you submit on auditing procedure or we quarrel. Pag mag-quarrel, do your worst, because I will do mine. Mahirap yung sabihin mo na at saka Mr. Senator Gordon, kilala mo ba ito si Glenn Tan ng Subic? Do you know him? Because he knows you very well. Well enough to talk about you. Kumusta ito si Gwendolyn Pang? That lady from Sulu na nag-join sa Red Cross. Ayaw ko kung anong pag hinahanap nitong why go into the bagay. We will not want to control them, but we would like also to just criticize them for, alam mo, wala kayong nakukuha dyan, you want a fishing expedition. So you might as well, ganito na lang ang laro natin. You find your fault in us, and we will find what's wrong with you. In the case of, I'll begin first with Senator Gordon. I'm sure that I will find plenty of, basta plenty, when we start with you, Senator Gordon. So the only reason also why we are doing it to them is because they cannot have, Gordon cannot have his cake and eat it too. So I, in my yung tinutumbok niya, sasagot ako. Now, Gordon, no, itong si Gordon, ginamit niya si Asierto. Asierto was a policeman. Dito dapat police officer itong gagong to eh. He was one of those responsible for the importation of AK-74, AK-47 na pumunta sa kamay ng mga kalaban, NPA. Ganito kagago itong police na to. And you know what? Nung tinatakot niya ito si matagal ko nang kilala ko si ito kasi nagsumbong yung mga Chinese businessmen na pinapatawag sila nito ni Asierto and Company because of charges of totoo ba raw, involved sila sa charges. Alam mo na tinatakot. So, nung kinuha ko yung records, si Asierto lang ang nagre-report doon against Michael Yang. Kanyang report lang, kanyang dossier, if you may. Siya lang ang nagre-report. So, I knew that he was setting up Michael Yang para for either extortion or outright minsan hulihin nila. Ilan ang nahuli nito ni Asierto na Chinese na kinidnap, nagbayad ng ransom, tapos pinatay pa rin. Yan ang trabaho ni Asierto. He is guilty of treason against the country and a criminal at that. And he is being utilized by Gordon. Kaya Gordon, sumabay ka na kay Asierto. Pareho na kayo, halos pareho na yung style mo. Hindi ba siya din yung tinuturong mastermind ng 13 billion shabu shipment noong July 2018 sa Manila International Container Port at nakalagay sa loob ng abandoned magnetic filters at missing shabu bag in containers na nakita sa Cavite? Namumuliti ka itong si Gordon using itong mga dubious and underworld characters sa naging character na sa police files for committing crimes. Marami itong napatay na ngayon masakit yung nagbigay ng pera tapos patay pa rin.
Marami pong salamat sa inyong panonood. Huwag niyo po kalimutang mag-like, mag-komento at mag-subscribe.